This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, hi, hello, all. Welcome to the next session on ABAP on HANA. In the last few classes, we deep dive into the OData Services. This is one of the hot topic in the industry. So now I am going back to the ABAP on HANA. So what exactly it is, and maybe we long back we have discussed about what exactly the HANA and so what is a HANA as a database and ABAP on HANA, what are the killer concepts in the ABAP on HANA, and also we have discussed about so what is S4 HANA. Okay, so maybe we'll do the recap of what exactly the HANA and all. So before going to recap, so did anybody remember what exactly the HANA? Did anybody remember what exactly the HANA, what kind of concepts we have discussed in the HANA? Did anybody remembered? Hello? Hello? Yeah. Hello? I think, yeah, most of the people are forgot what exactly the HANA. So HANA is a high performance analytical appliance. It is in a database and also in a combination of application server, which is an XSJS and Node.js. And so it's the own database of SAP. Okay, normally, so we have an SAP R3 architecture. The database can be an Oracle and IBM DBMS, IBM DB6 and MS SQL Server, but those three databases are related to the third-party databases. But SAP has built up their own database, which is an HANA as a database. Okay, what are the advantages of an HANA? Simple. Okay, it's an in-memory database and it provides the column-based approach and it provides the code pushdown, it provides the data compression, it provides the data partition, it provides the parallel processing of your request. And what exactly the in-memory database? Okay, so normally if it is in a database, so the data will be stored in the hard disk level. So SAP stored the data instead of hard disk, the data is stored in the RAM level. So in the RAM level, the data will be stored instead of in a hard disk, and that we call it an in-memory database. And with the in-memory database, we are going to keep the data closer to your presentation layer. What exactly it means? Let's take an example of, suppose if you are selecting the data, suppose if you want to see some data from the presentation layer, and what we will do, we will write in a code. That code will be executed in the application layer, and that code goes to the database. It will fetch the data, and again it comes to the application layer. The data will be stored in the internal table, and we are going to use some kind of reporting tools to display the data on the presentation layer. Here you can see, so the request comes from presentation layer to the application, application to the database, database to the application, application to the presentation layer. So here this layer, when we kept the data in the RAM level, so this request from application layer to the database layer and database layer to the application layer will be ignored. So that's the reason it provides performance, good performance compared to the older approach, the data stored in the hard disk level. But maybe you may have the question, okay, when the system crashes, so whatever the data uh, which is there in the RAM level, that will be like crashed or removed. So if that is the case, so how do you retrieve back, or how do you back up your data? So for that, actually, not only storing the data in RAM level, even, but also the data will be stored in the hard disk level as well as in a backup point of view. So there is a MaxDB. So we'll store the data in RAM level, and parallelly we have a concept called MaxDB. The data will be stored in the hard disk level as well. So both the places we are going to store the data by using HANA. So even the data will be stored in the backup database, that is in a MaxDB. So here also we are going to store the data. If any crashes in the system level, the data will be backed up in the MaxDB. The data will be retrieved back or restore. We can restore the data from the MaxDB, guys. That is the concept behind the HANA database. So HANA provides an in-memory database. What exactly the in-memory database is? The data will be stored in the RAM level instead of in a hard disk. And the backup mechanism, there is an MaxDB. And the data will be kept closer to the application layer. So that's an in-memory database. So that's the one is the main advantage of the HANA database. Let's take an example. If I ask the question, what is HANA as a database? You need to tell so these points. So it provides an in-memory database, and it provides a column-based approach. It provides a code pushdown technique. It provides a data compression, data partition, and parallelization of your request. So what is column-based approach? Maybe we are talking about column-based approach, right? So normally whenever you create in a table, so the table will be stored in a row fashion, a row-based approach. So row-based approach means, and suppose let's take an example, we have fields, employee number, name, one, date of birth, and salary. Whenever you create in a database table in this format, in the database level, it is going to create in a single file. See, this is my single file. Let's take an example. This is my file, which is there in the hard disk level, and it creates in a single file. And the data will be stored in a linear fashion, in a consecutive fashion, the linear fashion. See, a record by record, record by record, record by record. So it will store the data in the file, in a single file. Suppose my question is, my question to the database is, so select star from employee where per equal to the employee number equal to 20,000. And whenever you put in a question to the database, so how SAP will search is, and it is going to search the data in this fashion. Okay, let's take an example how exactly it will search the data. So maybe I can take a screenshot and I go to the paint. So let's take an example. I have the file which is stored in a row-based approach. Whenever you put in a query to the database, select star from employee and where employee number equal to 20,000. Maybe the 20,000 here my employee number is 100. Somewhere here the 20,000 record is there. How exactly SAP will search for the record is, first it will come here. Okay, is it the employee number equal to 20,000? No, it goes to the next record. The employee number equal to 20,000? No, it goes to the next record. It goes to the next record like this. It is going to search the record like this in a linear fashion, or it's in a consecutive manner. It will search for a record. Okay, so it will search like this. It search for a consecutive manner. Okay, here it finds the record and it gives the result. Okay, so that's the row-based approach. Okay, so whenever by seeing this, what is the disadvantage? The disadvantage is it is going to consume lot of time to search for an a record, so it doesn't give good performance. So for this, actually SAP has given another approach. That approach we call it's a column-based approach. So what exactly the column-based approach? See, so the data will be stored, all the columns data in a single file in the sequential order. That's in a row-based approach. But column-based approach, how it will be stored? Okay, so maybe how it will be stored is, I will go to the here. So this is my column store approach, guys. So whenever you select in a database and whenever you select in a column store, so SAP will store each column data as in a separate tiny file. Tiny means it's in a small file. See, so this is my column for the perner. So this is for the employee number. One file for the employee number for one column. The another file uh, uh, for the name, and another file for the date of birth, and another file for the salary. Okay, it will create each file. Okay, it will create each file for your each column. So whenever I search for an a record, okay, whenever I search for an a record, whenever you put in a question to the database, see my search is here where the employee number equal to 20,000. Simply it will come to this tiny file, and so how exactly it will search for the record. So maybe you can take this, sorry. So now it will search for an a record like this. Okay. So first it will look 1000 immediate 101, 102, 103, 104, 105. Okay. Here it is there 20,000. So this is my employee number equal to 20,000. And so based on this 20,000, it goes to the names and it will pick up the name and it will pick up the date of birth and it will pick up the salary. And also it doesn't. Suppose let's take an example. If you have 100 fields, okay, so 100 columns, 100 files. And if I select only 4 columns, it searches 4 columns. The other columns, the other files, it doesn't search, guys. So that's the beauty of the column store approach. So let's take an example. I have 1000 fields in my table. It doesn't look for other files. Whatever I selected, so that files only it will look up and it will give the result back. So that's a beauty of the column store approach. So this is a second most important. The second feature is the column based approach. And the most important one more is the code pushdown. Okay, what exactly the code pushdown? Okay, so SAP has given some kind of code pushdown techniques. So there are a lot of code pushdown techniques. I don't talk about the database point of view, but I talk about the ABAP developer point of view. The code pushdown techniques are two techniques which has given by SAP. One is the CDS and another one is the AMDP. So we are going to learn only as an ABAP point of view. We learn these two things. One is the CDS, most more powerful technique than AMDP. And what exactly the code pushdown technique? So normally I have VBAC, VBAP, VBPA, VBKD, KNA1, MARA table. So I need to do a reporting from all the database tables. Okay, I need to fetch the records. So normally what you do, okay, I will select the data from VBAC into internal table GT underscore VBAC, and I will fetch the data from VBAP and store the data in GT underscore VBAP. I will fetch the data from VBPA and keep it in the GT underscore VBPA, and I will fetch the data from VBKD and put it in the internal table GT underscore VBKD and so on. And if you want to report the data, and we are going to process the data from all the internal tables by using loop and read, and finally we are going to store the data into the final internal table GT underscore final. So this GT underscore final we are going to use in the reporting. Maybe you can use the function model, reuse ALV grid display, or you can use the class CL underscore GUI underscore ALV underscore grid, or you can use the SALV table. So SALV CL underscore SALV underscore table, or you can use the CDS ALV with integrated IDA class CL underscore GUI underscore SALV underscore something. Okay, I forgot the class name and IDA, I think, like the last, that is the class. So many ways, or else you can simply loop the GT underscore final into GS underscore final. You can use the write statement, you can report the data, right? So here what we are doing, so we are doing very less on the database level. We are doing more processing logic on the application layer. See guys, your ABAP program will run in the application layer. Your select queries will run on the database layer. Okay, let's go to the pictorial way, then you can understand. See, here we are doing in a more processing logic on the application layer, and we are doing less, just we are fetching the data from database. So this will give the low performance. So you are going to put lot of load on your application layer, it will give a low performance. So instead of this, what SAP thought, why we need to do lot of processing logic in the ABAP layer? So we can do in the database layer. So go to the here. So SAP has come up with the code to data paradigm. So what exactly the code to data paradigm? We will do very less in the application layer. We do a lot of functionality on the database layer. So it improves the performance of your program. So for that, the code pushdown techniques are CDS and AMDP, and you can write in a CDS by using all these database tables and implement in a CDS. So the code will be executed on top of your database layer and will do very less. Let's take an example. The final result comes into the GT underscore final. That result, I call the class directly. I call the class to display the data. So we do very less things in the application layer, do more things on the database layer. That's we call it a code to data paradigm, or it's a code push down technique. The two techniques are CDS and AMDP, guys. So what exactly the CDS? What is CDS? That's what we are going to discuss. And CDS is a core data services and most powerful technique. And AMDP, which is an ABAP managed database procedure. But if you want to build an ABAP managed database procedure, we should know the SQL scripting for HANA. So without this, you cannot implement ABAP AMDP. Okay. Nowadays, I am taking a lot of interviews. So I ask, what is AMDP? They say, okay, ABAP managed database procedure. Okay, what code you are going to write inside the AMDP? Okay, they say, yeah, it's ABAP code only, sir. It's ABAP code only. No, you cannot write ABAP code inside the AMDP. It's not at all possible. You need to write an SQL scripting for HANA, guys. So if you don't know SQL scripting for HANA, don't say you know the AMDP ABAP managed database procedure. I don't accept at all. So that also we are going to learn in our course. And so before going to the CDS, what exactly the HANA? So what are the versions which we have in the HANA? As in a database point of view, I'm only talking till now database point of view, guys. So HANA is different, S4 HANA is different, ABAP on HANA is different. You should know what exactly the difference between HANA as in a database and in the application layer point of view, what are the techniques we use in ABAP on HANA, and what is S4HANA, the combination of your application layer, the combination of your database layer, and apart from application layer and database layer, we have simplified applications in S4HANA and intelligent applications in S4HANA. What are all them? What are all those we are going to talk? And HANA as in a database, there is a first they come up with 1.0 version. Now the HANA as in a database, the current version is in a 2.0. It's in a database point of view I'm talking. And so next thing is we'll talk about so how the HANA database, how if you want to install your SAP by using HANA database normally, so the operating systems which will be supported is one is the SUSE enterprise operating system. Okay, this is an interview certification question or interview question, or a Red Hat Linux operating system, and which is now with the IBM. This Red Hat Linux company will be merged with the IBM, and these two operating systems we must use. We must use. And so now we can see what exactly the difference between SAP ECC, SAP ABAP, and a database. And I will compare this with the S4 HANA, ABAP on HANA, and HANA as a database case. Simple. So if you compare, so normally whenever you say it's a SAP ECC, so it's a combination of the underlying technology which we use the SAP ABAP, and SAP ECC is a product which supports 64 plus modules and 26 LOBs and 40 plus languages. In the same way, the equivalent product here is the S4 HANA, which is a simplified HANA, and it is a product with advancements to the applications and advancements to the database tables, and also it includes the digitalization concepts, which are IoT, Internet of Things, and AI, artificial intelligence, and machine learning and blockchain. So the combination of all these becomes, and the the same the 60 plus modules, and also 40 plus languages, and also it supports the 26 LOBs. The same function, same product, same business suite, with advancements in the applications, with the advancements in the database tables, with the advancements in the digitalization concept. That is an S4HANA component. And the underlying technology for S4HANA is the ABAP on HANA, guys. So here the advancements are CDC, AMDP. There are a lot of things, but I have mentioned only some of the things. And also the S4HANA started in 2015. The first version is 1511, then 1609. Every September they are going to release the new version. See, 1609, 1709, and 1809, and the recent version is the 1909. So the 2019 September they have released in a latest version, that is in a 1909, guys. That's an S4 HANA and ABAP on HANA. So that underlying technology behind S4 HANA is the ABAP on HANA with code pushdown techniques, CDS and AMDP, and OData with advancement CDS. Lot of concepts which we are going to talk all the advanced concepts. Okay, and also HANA as a database. Okay, HANA here we have Oracle, MS SQL, IBM DB6. For S4 HANA, the only one database which supports is the HANA. Don't think that can I install S4 HANA on a Oracle database? It's not possible. It's not at all possible. You should be in a HANA database. So we cannot install the S4 HANA on the other database systems, guys. That's the difference between so S4 HANA, ABAP on HANA. But outside you see most of the people will talk HANA. Don't think HANA is in a database. That's in a database is different. ABAP on HANA is different. And S4 HANA is in a simplified. In SD, there is a simple logistics, simple execution, simple logistics execution. That is advanced. In finance, we have central finance and simple finance and FICA. Okay, there are RAR, revenue accounting and reporting, and there are a lot of new things coming up. The simplified applications are coming up, and also in terms of database tables also there are a lot of simplifications. Still, guys, I have given a system to the ABAPer. He says, what is the system you are working? S4 HANA. Okay, good. Okay, when I see the report, they use, okay, same select, same loops, same thing. So what is the advancements which we are using? Just you are saying you are working on a S4 HANA system. Are you using S4 HANA concepts? No. So one of my student come up with one finance report. Okay, he is working on S4 HANA. When I see the report, the total concepts, whatever the concepts which are there in ABAP in the ECC, the same concept they have introduced on S4HANA, which is not at all useful. And so simply, if you can say, so maybe some of the people can understand, it's so old wine in a new bottle. That's it. The bottle is S4HANA is in a new, the wine is in a old wine, but that's not the thing. Okay, that's not a new feature. So the concepts which we are going to use is CDS and AMDP and the new things. And now I'm going into the jump to the, so what exactly the CDS? And so maybe, so guys, so Eclipse, and so till now you have seen how to how to design a program, how to write a program in ABAP editor SE38. Even we can do the ABAP programs with the Eclipse as well. So for this, okay, I don't talk this much because you can do the same thing with SAP ECC as well. Okay, so Eclipse, like it's a development environment. We can build a lot of applications, and if you want to install Eclipse, you need to have Java JDK and install the Eclipse software. Everybody is familiar with this. I don't want to recap this. And what is the advantage of ADT and all? And we have seen, and what is the Eclipse shortcuts? What are the Eclipse shortcuts we are going to see to activate, to save, and the syntax, guys. So these syntax are, don't think these advancements and new syntax for ABAP layer. Don't think this is part of an ABAP on HANA, guys. It's a new syntax, the ABAP layer, the ABAP version, which is greater than 7.40. We can write the new syntaxes. Okay, it's not related to HANA. Okay, so it's an advancements in the application layer SAP has given. So the application layer advancements, we can declare an inline declarations, we can declare an inline field symbols. Instead of declaring the data declaration separately, we use this. And so suppose whenever we use inline declaration, when you write in a select statement, in the select statement always we must use a separator as a comma with all the fields, and we will use at the rate. Always all host variables should be escaped with the at the rate symbol. So that's what we have seen. And also we have seen normally if you want to instantiate in a class, we use a create object. Instead of create object, we can use the new statement. And also read table. Suppose this is my read table, it's index 1. Instead of this, you can put an gt underscore vback and index 1, right? So always internal table. It's a JavaScript way of mentioning, guys. The JavaScript arrays we use the name bracket. Okay, here also for the internal table we use a bracket. Instead of index 1, keep the 1 inside the bracket. That means it will read in a first record. Suppose I need the field of Kunar, so mention the Kunar name, and that value will goes to the Kunar variable, guys. So this is a read table uh, with a new syntax. And suppose, guys, if the data does not suppose gt underscore vback is empty, there is no record in the gt underscore vback. So if you write this statement, it will give a dump. So to avoid the dump, we are going to catch the exception. The exception is cx underscore sy underscore itab underscore line not found, guys. This is the exception we need to catch with the try and end try. Okay, this is the one of the read table syntax. And also, and guys, the most important operators are value operator and for operator. See, so let's take an example of for value operator. I will highlight this in the blue. So the code always I mentioned blue value operator and for operator. So with this value and for operator and let operator and let operator and also in operator. So this is equivalent to, see guys, almost 100 lines of the code we have written in a single statement. So here I read the data from VBAP. See gt underscore VBAP. It's a for loop, guys. For is nothing but it's a for loop. But in the new syntax, there is no loop concept. You need to use a for loop. Okay. So I'm looping the gt underscore VBAP and sending the data to the gs underscore VBAP. And let read the data from gt underscore VBAP. See read table. This is inside the bracket. Okay. I put in a condition VBLN equal to the, so the data whenever we loop at internal table into work area, the data will be available in work area, and from the work area I am reading the data and I'm passing the data to the gt underscore vback and storing the data in gs underscore vback. This is in a work area like this kna1 and mara and mak. And here, so now I have all the data in work areas. That work area data I am sending into the final internal table. See, the data will be stored. This is a final internal table, field by field. I'm moving the data. That's it. In single statement, the total data will be available in gt underscore final without read and without loop statement, guys. This is exactly new syntax for the loop and read table by using value operator and for operator, guys. So this is very, very important. So new syntax means they may ask these kind of questions. Okay, so how you can do this, and so that's the new syntax which we have seen. And also apart from this, we have seen concatenate, right, with the pipe symbol. And also we have used move corresponding with the only corresponding statement and all. See, already it is there. New syntax, move corresponding. Instead of move corresponding, you can put corresponding and ash. And concatenate, normally the concatenate, we'll write concatenate this into this separated by this. No need to use anything. Directly put all your things in the pipe symbol and you can store the value in the variable, guys. So these are some of the new syntaxes, 7.4 syntaxes. And how ABAP meets HANA. Okay, yes, I have an S4 HANA system, and okay, I'm creating some table. Okay, how the table will be created in database level. Okay, what is the user ID which will connect to the HANA database level. So what is package and what is schema. So that kind of things we are going to see, and maybe HANA perspective, that's okay. And schema, what is the schema in the database level, because I need to talk about this in terms of database point of view. Okay, a schema is a mandatory database object and it will store all other database objects. Okay, like database objects, you know, right? We have tables, we have structures, table types, views, and search all block objects, procedures, functions, triggers, and it provides a clear separation from other database objects. That means, and suppose I have different applications. If I want to store all the different applications in a database, it allocates in a different memory in the database layer, guys. That's in a schema, and you need to remember this whenever they ask a question. And what is schema? And schema is a mandatory database objects, and it will store all other database objects like this. These are database objects, guys. Okay, it provides a clear separation of the data, and also it provides a authorization also. That's an schema concept. Now let's go to the core data services. Am I audible? Hello.
Yeah,
Yes,
audible.
yes.
Yeah. So directly I simplified this course, guys. Simply, what exactly the core data service? If I ask the question, what is CDS? Don't tell. We need to go to Eclipse and go to package, right click on the package. Okay, create the CDS. Don't tell all this. Huh? So what exactly the CDS? CDS is one of the code push down technique, and which is an enhancement to the actual. See, we discussed in the data dictionary. Okay, we have different kind of DB statements, DDL and DML, DQL and DCL and TCL. Here also CDS provides, so DDL, which is an enhancement to the DQL and DCL. So with the CDS, you can do the DDL, you can do the DQL. That means you can query the data, you can define the database objects, and also you can provide the access control. Control means authorization concept. With the CDS, I can provide the authorization as well, guys. So you need to explore like this. Okay, don't do any by-hearted answer. So it is a code push down technique. It is an enhancement to the DDL, DQL, and DCL. That means we can define the database objects and we can query the data, and also we can provide the authorizations. That's in a CDS case. And with CDS, we can define the data objects. See, same thing I have written here. Fetch the data, we can provide the authorizations. And CDS is not only it's a core data services. Core data services. So with the core data services, we can do a lot of things, guys. So it's in a code push down technique. So apart from your querying the data or providing the authorizations, we can do the string operations. Directly, we can perform string operations like concatenate. If you want to do, yes, I can do the concatenate while fetching the data itself. And I can implement the case. Case means conditions. Suppose if you want to implement conditions, I can implement the conditions directly in the database level. And also we can provide the aggregations. Let's take an example of, if you want to do sum, what we will use. Maybe I will use the loop at internal table into work area, use a control break statements at end of the kunar, and sum and end loop, and lot of things we need to handle whenever we use control break statements. No need to use control break statement. Do the sum on the field. It will give the totals and subtotals on your data. So the aggregations we can perform directly on the database level, guys. That's an CDS. And what exactly the code push down? Suppose, okay, I say code data service, it's a code push down technique. What is code push down technique? So what normally, I have given already example what exactly the code push down technique. So normally the traditional way, we fetch all the 5 tables data into ABAP layer in the runtime. We'll use the loop and read and process the data into the final internal table. Instead of that, build an CDS, okay, with 5 tables by using some join techniques and get the results in the database directly from the database itself. The final data you can get into the application layer. The final data you can use for your reporting or other purpose, whatever you would like to do, that you can do it, guys. That's a code push down technique. So this PPT is very, very important. Read 50 times. Read 50 times. What is CDS? You need to tell this. What is CDS? What is code push down technique, guys? So what exactly the CDS? Normally CDS is 2 types, guys. We can build the CDS in ABAP layer, there are two things. One is the design time component. The another one is the runtime component. Okay. So most of the people will say, okay, what is CDS? They say, okay, we can write the code in database layer. It's not, we are not writing the code in database layer, guys. So CDS. So I must say there are two components. One is the design time component, and another one is the runtime component. Sorry, runtime component. Runtime means execution, guys. Execution we call runtime. Design time means where do you implement? That is in a design time. Okay. So how do you implement the CDS? So maybe I can use ADT in Eclipse. Okay. We'll build the CDS. The one more way, guys, in the database level also we can implement. That is also there. That's we call it in a HANA CDS. HANA CDS means in the database level we design the CDS. Okay, but as an ABAP developer point of view, we never do any CDS on top of database level. We don't do the coding. Okay, why? Because so the transportation, see the life cycle management is here. Suppose if you want to
Hello.
hello, yeah, so normally we don't do the CDS in the database level. The design time we don't do it. Okay, we will build the CDS in the ABAP layer by using ADT Eclipse. No transaction code at all. We cannot use any transaction code. My question is, my logical question I ask, what is the T code to build CDS? No T code. Okay, we will use the Eclipse. With the ADT we are going to build the CDS. Okay, don't think that I'm asking in a wrong question. I'm asking in a logical question. Okay, what is the T code to build in a CDS? Direct answer, there is no transaction code to build. We cannot build the CDS by using SAP GUI. We have to build the CDS by using Eclipse, by using ABAP development tools, guys. That's it. That is the answer which you need to provide. But still, you are designing in ABAP layer only, not in the database layer. You are designing, you are doing the code in the ABAP layer. But when you execute it, the code will be executed on top of your database, guys. So the code will be executed on the database layer. So that's the design time and runtime. When we call the CDS, okay, this is the CDS I called from program, but the CDS doesn't execute on your application layer or on your ABAP layer. The code will be executed on the database layer, guys. That's an CDS. That means you're pushing down your code from ABAP layer to the database layer, guys. That's an CDS. And so this is the clear cut. And where we can build the CDS, we must build CDS by using ADT in Eclipse. Not possible with the SAP GUI, or there is no transaction code at all. Can we implement the CDS in non-HANA database? Yes, we can implement the CDS on non-HANA database as well. Even don't think that if you have only HANA database, then only you can build the CDS. No, not like that. Your version, NetWeaver version greater than or equal to 7.40, you can build the CDS. And also a CDS data types, that's fine. And next we go to the CDS and what is the CDS and how you can build the CDS and simple CDS. So whenever you create a CDS, it gives the 4 annotations, default annotations. I call this is a default annotations. Okay, for every CDS, SAP gives these default annotations. What is the SQL view name? Okay, this will be created. Whatever the SQL view name you have given, with the same name you can see in the SC11, guys. And also the authorization check. Do you need any authorization check for this CDS to execute? Okay, I put it's not allowed. Now authorization check is not required. And what is the description. Whenever you create a table, you will give the description. Whenever you create a CDS, whenever you create a CDS, you give that description. So these are default annotations which we can see whenever you build an CDS. And here you can see the CDS, the syntax. What is the syntax for the CDS? Simple CDS. Simple define view. This is my CDS view. Yes, select from table and put the alias name. And so how you can fetch, suppose here I am talking about multiple database tables. The funda is same. If you want to fetch the data from multiple database tables, we use the concept called joins. That is the joining concept. Here also we are using same kind of joins. So CDS supports inner join. That means we can fetch common data between the two database tables, and we can use left outer join. You can use the common data as well as left hand side table data, and we can use right outer join. We can fetch the common data as well as the right hand table data, and we can use the association. Association works like in a left outer join. If there is a relationship between different business entities, we use the associations. And also CDS supports unions as well, guys. So we can use the unions. That means union, right? Total data, A plus B total. That's a union, guys. So that kind of joins we can use in the CDS. So whenever we use in a CDS, you must provide in a join. But whenever you join, you must provide in a common field between these two database tables. That's in a condition. You already knows how to implement the joins. So I put in a condition on the conditions. On the alias, I put in a conditions between two database tables. What is the common field between them? And the fields which are required, the required fields you should keep in the curly braces. So always you have to put the required fields, the selected fields should be inside the curly brace. See curly brace, and I use the header VBLN, item POSNR, item MADNR. So like this, I have selected the required fields from the required database tables. Okay, the alias name I will pick up here instead of the database table. And so for every field, this is an open SQL way of writing. Normally ABAP we use, if you want to select the fields, we use a space as an operator. Here the comma is an operator. Every field you should put in a comma, comma, comma. Last field, no comma because it is going to end. Sorry, and it is going to end. That's it. And suppose if you want to put conditions, we'll use the where condition, where the sprass equal to the English. So this is a condition which you must use. After the curly brace, you must use the filters or conditions. That's in a simple basic CDS. Okay. So like this, I have in a next. Okay. How can we see? I build an a CDS. How can you call this CDS from ABAP programs? Program means not only SE38, from function module you can consume it, from class you can consume it, from smart form you can consume it, from workflow you can consume it, from business object you can consume it. Everywhere you can call your CDS. That's why my question ABAP program means. So how can you call your CDS? Simple guys. The same way how we select the table, the data. In the same way, I can write the select star from CDS, and into table I can put in a data internal table. See, with this statement I totally completely push down my logic. See, total the code I push down to the database layer. The final data I will come, the final data comes into the GT underscore final. No need to read, no need to loop, no need to write selects on the 5 database tables. This is what code push down technique, guys. Exactly. Single statement. Whenever I call the CDS, the runtime execution on the database layer, and it will fetch the data. The final data will be stored in the GT underscore final. Single statement, I can get the data from the database, guys. That's an code push down techniques. Can we call CDS from another CDS? Yes, we can call the CDS from another CDS as well. Okay, this is what, and this is a simple CDS, and we are going to explain parameterized CDS. Sometimes, guys, okay, before which is in a plain select CDS, can I pass some value inside CDS, and can I filter the CDS with parameters? Yes, we can do that. that CDS we call it a parameterized CDS. We can put in a parameters, importing parameters for our CDS. Okay, if you want to put the syntax is with the parameters, the parameter name, let's take my parameter for the sales is the VKORG, sales organization is my input. Okay, I will put an IM underscore VKORG as a parameter name. And here you need to put in a reference. What is the reference for your parameter? Okay, VKORG, the data element which you need to provide, or else you can use the predefined data types as well. This is a reference for your parameter. Okay, here you need to use where condition VKORG equal to dollar parameter, you need to use it. Whenever we use the parameters, we have to use dollar parameters and the dollar. But how can you consume this parameterized series? Maybe I have given the code. See, so here you can see the code. I have attached the code. So here I put an a with the parameters. IM underscore VKORG VKORG. This is the parameter, guys, for the series input parameter. The type of the this field is VKORG. This is a data element. IM underscore VTWG and VTW is a data element. Spot data element. So I have three parameters. So in the where condition you need to use, see, where header means we back VKORG, which is equal to the dollar parameters IM underscore VKORG and VTWG dollar parameter IM underscore VTWG, SPART dollar parameter SPART, splash only I need English language, and it will filter the data in the database itself. It will filter the data, guys. Okay, the final result comes to your internal table. But how can you consume parameterized CDS? How can you call it? Why? Because this is a parameters which is having this CDS. How do you call this parameterized CDS from ABAP program? And maybe that also there. I think. Okay, so CDS, I think it's not there. And guys, so whenever it is in a parameterized CDS, we can call like this. Okay, new slide. Here, take the same example. Let's take. Okay, I will click on the file. So here the CDS is, what is the CDS? This is my CDS name, right? With the parameters. So already these programs are there in our lab server, guys. But here we do not have a lab server. So I am going to provide like this. Okay, select. Okay, star from CDS control V, and immediately you need to open the parenthesis case. Don't tell me, guys, some people telling story, oh okay, what is this? We can pass where condition, right? No, it doesn't work. Okay, simply in select statement you can use where VKORG, which is equal to P underscore VKORG. Okay, they are implementing their ideas on me with the serious, but I am practical. I don't listen that kind of answers. Okay, so you should put inside here, guys, where IM underscore VKORG, which is a parameter inside the CDS, that is equal to at the rate. This is a new way of writing the code, P underscore VKORG. If you write in the where condition, it doesn't work, guys. It doesn't work. So this is the consumption of your parameterized CDS into from ABAP programs, guys. Okay, maybe we'll do within a few seconds. I will introduce new S4HANA tables. I am going to apply all these things in a single CDS. I will apply all in a single CDS case. Okay, this is what parameterized CDS, and we can do cast. We can do upper and lower. We can translate uppercase to lowercase to the uppercase, and we can do the concatenate directly on CDS and concatenate with space. How many space if you want to do that also we can do. We can apply the case statements. We can apply a lot of things. We can apply on CDS and CDS extensions. Suppose I have a standard CDS. I would like to add my custom fields into standard CDS. So with the CDS extension concept, we can extend the CDS views. Okay, see, I have included the custom fields from the VBAC table and to the standard CDS for the sales. Okay, so here the CDS is always CDS, but where I can use the CDS, I can use the CDS with ALV, I can use the CDS with OData, I can use the CDS with UI, I can use the CDS with embedded analytics, I can use the CDS with transactional BOPF. So we already seen how we can consume your CDS in the ALV report with IDA. So the IDA report we did. So we have used in a class CL underscore GL underscore table underscore IDA with a single one line statement, and we fetched the data, we reported the data, guys. See, this is my code, and I have used in a CDS, and I passed the parameters VKORG, VTWG, MRT, and only one statement. I fetched the data from database, displayed the data on a ALV report, guys. See, this is the CDS with ALV integrated data access. Okay, that also we implemented in the last class, and also uh, the authorization, how you can provide an authorization with the CDS. So even we talked about authorization objects SC21, okay, and also we have used the CDS with access control. See, we have used a defined role, the role we defined for your CDS, and we used the authorization object and authorization field, and what is the activity we can do that authorization CDS. And the next concept, so CDS with OData Services. See, almost we discussed, okay, 40 slides to implement an OData service, but with a single line I am going to implement the CDS OData with the CDS. That also we'll see in the next class. And maybe this is what the recap of the ABAP on HANA and CDS. And after 10 minutes of break, we are going to introduce the new S4HANA simplifications. And what are the simplifications in S4HANA? S4HANA simplifications. Simplifications in terms of applications and database tables. Okay. So what are the new things in S4HANA? Most of the people are don't think much difference. You should know CDS, you should know AMDP, you should know object-oriented ABAP, you should know OData, you should know Fiori. If you know this concept as in a technical, you are an S4HANA developer. That's it, guys. Nothing much. Okay. So if you know the object orientation, if you know the OData, if you know the CDS, if you know the AMDP, if you know the Fiori, that's it. You become an S4HANA consultant. That's it. Don't worry on that part. And we are going to see the S4HANA simplifications in terms of applications and database tables. And till now, I have used VBAC, VBAP, MARA, MAKT, KNA1, LFA1, EKKO, EKPO, BSEG, BSIG. Okay, some tables. I am getting bored with those tables. So we are going to use the new applications and new database tables. What is business partner? Okay, what is ACDC, DOCA? What is MAT, DOCA, and what are all the other database tables? So that we will see, and that we are going to use in our CDS. Then later I will go to the CDS with OData service. And today we are going to have some practical session on CDS. Again, we are going to recap. Maybe most of the people forgot why, because I know CDS most of the people doesn't practice. And so today again we created a CDS for the business partner. Okay, business partner data, business partner address data, and business partner email data, business partner bank data, business partner credit card data, how you can fetch by using CDS. That's we are going to see in next 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to take for break. If you want to take, you can take the break, and you can have a tea and you can come back. So any questions till now? Guys, I'm explaining by imagining you are in front of me. So that's the passion I'm going to explain. In the same way, you need to think I am in front of you. I'm explaining. Then only you can understand the subject. Otherwise, simply you are sitting in front of the computer. It doesn't work out. Okay. So, how many of you people attending from the mobile? How many of you attending this class from the mobile? Please chat. Okay, Sandeep, mobile. Okay, you don't understand anything. Next, Mamata mobile, sorry. Vincent mobile, sorry. Why guys, you have the system, why you are attending from the mobiles? It doesn't work out. It doesn't work out, sorry. Please, because my efforts are waste. If you attend from the mobile, my efforts are waste, my energy is waste. Instead of, if you want, okay, stop, maybe I can stop the classes. But don't attend from the mobile. Please, you have to attend from the laptop or system. Please enable the hotspot. Okay, same kind of thing, guys. You can enable a hotspot in your mobile. You can connect from the system. Okay, if you connect from the mobile, it's not at all useful, guys, because my efforts are waste. Please connect hotspot to your system and connect from the desktop or laptop. If you are don't have laptop or desktop, then maybe it will be the you can attend. That's in a worst case. But I know everybody. Sandeep has laptop. Monica has desktop. Srimuka has laptop. Rajshekhar has laptop. Naveen has laptop. Mamata has laptop. Sandeep has laptop. Sai Kumar has laptop. Everybody is having the laptop. I think Irfan also have laptop. Huh? Everybody is having laptops, guys. Why you are attending from the mobile? Don't attend from the mobile. Please attend from the screen. Okay, maybe until this now it's maybe theory, but now I am going for the practical. Please log off from the mobile, log in from the mobile or desktop. Sorry, laptop or desktop. Okay, that's it for now. Catch you later. Catch you after 10 minutes.
This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah. So we are going to talk now what exactly the S4HANA simplifications and also database tables. Hello. Yeah. So maybe so let's take an example of in terms of simplifications. Let's take an example. Uh, so you know, right? The customer master. So how to create a customer master, guys? How you can create a customer master? How you can create a customer master in SAP ECC? Hmm? How you can create a customer master?
XD01.
What is that? XD01 and change XD02 and display XD03, and if it is in a finance customer, FD01, FD02, FD03. If it is in a okay, so this is the different transaction which we use actually, but with S4HANA, no customer master, no customer master at all. Okay, so these transactions are absolute. These transactions are absolute. And also the vendor master. So what is the transactions for the vendor master? XK01, XK02, XK03, and also FK01, FK02, and FK03. So these are all related to the vendor master. No, in S4HANA, these transactions are absolute. So SAP has given a new concept called business partner. I see some of the resumes, they put S4HANA and they told enhanced XD01. Okay, false, fake resume. Okay, so whenever you prepare the resume, be careful. Don't talk about XD01 if you are working in a S4HANA system. Okay, you have to talk about business partner. Okay, so the term, the business term called business partner, we call it in a business partner. See, is my customer, is my customer. So it's not looking good actually. When you call, is my business partner. See, the feel is entirely changed from the customer point of view. Okay, he is my business partner. I am running institute. You are the student. I don't call student. You are my business partner. Okay, see the difference between student and business partner. So that's why SAP has come up with the name called business partner. So when you talk about the company, company always deals with the customers and vendors. If I want to buy the product, they will buy from the products from the vendors. If they want to sell it to the customers, they sell to the customer. Here, the both the case, they call it a business partner. Amazon, very, very important. The supplier is important, the customer is important, because without a supplier, they cannot sell their products, right? So the term here we call it a business partner. To create business partner, BP is the transaction code, guys. BP, business partner shortcut. Everything you can create, you can change, you can display. You can create, you can change, you can display. Everything you can do in single transaction. Change and display. Only the buttons will be changed. Create button, change button, and display button. That's it. And the database tables. Let's check one by one. We'll go. First, I will introduce with our business partner. Okay, let's go to the S4HANA system. We'll go to the system, guys. This is the S4HANA system. Now it's a requirement for you. You need an S4HANA system to get to know about the new things. ST HANA 14. So how do you know whether it is in a S4HANA system or not? So, okay, let's go. You are joining in a project. First of all, once you get the user ID and password, always as a developer, don't go to SE38. I don't prefer to go to SE38. Always you should look at about your system. Go to the system and status, and here you can see. See guys, what is this in terms of architecture? Database layer, HDB, HANA database layer, and go to the SAP system data. Click on this, and you can see installed components. ABAP layer is in a 7.5. My ABAP layer is 7.5, and my gateway layer is 7.53 GWFND. That means the OData Services, yes, I can build. It's an embedded scenario. SAP GWFND, the component which is installed on top of my ABAP layer, which is an embedded scenario. I can build my SAP OData Services. The gateway foundation is installed on top of your ABAP layer. And if you see S4 core, see S4 core, there is one more component. S4 core, that means it's an S4 HANA system, guys. And also installed product versions. You can see S4 HANA on-premise, the version is 1809. The latest is 1909, but we do not have 1909. But 1809 is the server, sorry, is the version of your S4 HANA system. So this is the way you need to look it out. What are the components and what is your server and all. Okay, let's take, I would like to create a customer XD01. Enter. See guys, there is a message redirecting to transaction BP. As transaction XD01 is obsolete. XD1 is obsolete in S4HANA system. No, you cannot create a customer with the XD01. XD02, nothing. If there is no create, yeah, maybe I can check it. Okay, I can display it. XD03, I can display it, but I cannot create the customer. And also like this XK01. See, you cannot create a vendor with the XK01. The only way you can create is BP, business transaction. See, here you can see the business transaction can be, see guys, don't think that. So the customer can be an organization. The customer can be a person. Let's take an example. Okay, I have a Maruti showroom. Let's take Varun Motors. Varun Motors is a company, but in terms of Maruti, Varun is a customer. The customer or business partner can be an organization. Did you get my point? And let's take an example of I am as a customer. I do not have any company. As an individual, I can be a customer of Maruti, right? So that's why they are given business partner. Is it in a person or is it in an organization? Okay, maybe I create with the organization first. Okay, so maybe it's in a general data first. I will create in a general data business partner. Okay, title as in a company. Maybe I can create Varun Motors. Varun Motors Private Limited. Hello. Yeah, this is my search term, and okay, street is okay KPHB. Postal code maybe 500010, and country is India. Okay, India. Can you mute some of you? Yeah. So India and region, maybe you can select the region. Maybe in the S4HANA, maybe I can see Telangana as well. See, Telangana is part of S4HANA system. Okay, and maybe I can provide a language as an. Can you mute, please? Nandini, please. Okay. Okay. So I put an English as a language. Maybe you can put address details like your mobile. Okay. 880 330 and 4901, and EDZ tech at the rate gmail.com. You should know, guys, how exactly system behaves. Okay, this is my general data of the business partner. See, guys, the role is important. Here you can see there are different roles we have. Okay, save. See, a business partner 9013 has been created from the BP. But where do you see this? Where the data is stored? So these are advancements to the database tables. So SE16N, the table for the business partner is BUT000. Enter. The business partner is 9013. Execute. And see, you can see the data in the BUT000. See, Varun Motors Private Limited, name one, and like this, you can see the data. Maybe you can explore the database table. BUT000 contains the general data information. And but I put name, I put email ID, I put street and all. Where do I find that data? Business partner data. So maybe first table is business partner data tables. So we'll explore tables first. BUT000, which is a business partner general data. Maybe I need to get the address details, guys. Simple, guys. If you know this, I will go to SC11. So all the business partner starts with the BUT star F4. I don't go to any Google or I don't go to anything. Now you can see all this. That's fine. BUT. So BUT000 business partner general data. BUT001 general data 2. This is general data 2. Maybe it may useful. We'll see what exactly there. Uh, General data 2, and see, guys, BUT20, which is an address data. This is important. Okay, which is an business partner address data. And next one is address usages, and BUT50 roles, guys. The business partner can be a sold to party. The business partner can be a ship to party. The business partner can be a finance customer. The business partner can be a vendor. Okay, there are a lot of different roles which we have, which is a business partner roles. Important tables I am giving, and 50 51 relationships, contact persons. This is also one of the contact person data, and relationship addresses 54. And see guys, BUT business partner bank data. Can anybody tell in SAP ECC what is the customer bank details? What is the database table for the customer bank details? In SAP ECC, what is the database table for the customer bank details? In SAP ECC,
KNBK.
ANBK, yeah, exactly. So here the BUT guys. Here the table is BUT. Where is that? Sorry, this is an a BUT0 customer here, business partner bank data guys. Okay, so like this, so I'm going to have another things, bank details, exactly, and BUT see BUT0CC. Can anybody tell what is this by seeing this? By seeing this, what is the data here?
Credit card.
Perfect. It's a credit card data. Okay, so BP credit card data. So maybe, so same thing, I'm going to add, go to the payment transactions. See guys, I already created. Next, what I need to do, if I want to add bank, what I need to do? In normal, we have XD02, but here there is no XD02. You can change guys. Everything is in a BP. See, there is a change button here. Change the BP. Yes, I can add the country, India, and bank key. Some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the bank key. Bank account number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is the bank account number, and enter. See guys, see bank account. I did a validation enhancement. The bank account number should be start with 4585. See, the first 4 letters should be a 4585. Enter. Yes guys, it is allowing me. So whenever save it, it creates a bank data. So let's take 9013 and go to the table SE16N. What is the table for the bank data? BUT0BK, and give the business partner, enter. And see guys, the bank details which I have entered, that those details will be stored in the BU20BK. And maybe I would like to add credit card details. See payment cards. See here payment cards, and card is the 001, and type is Visa card. Let's take an example. Credit card, we have Visa card, MasterCard, Amex card. Okay, there are different kind of cards. So I have a Visa card. Enter. And card type Visa does not exist. Maybe I can F4 because the Visa is not maintained. Okay, I am going to use, yeah, Visa card is there, and enter. And maybe card holder name. Okay, it's an EDZ tech. And what is the bank? The bank issued by ICICI. And payment card category, it's in a credit card. The validity period, you know, right? The validity period will be there, and we issue on. So okay, maybe today this card is issued, and don't put any lock. Okay, okay, and save. So the card details has been saved. So that database table for the card is BU2CC. Okay, BU20CC, and partner is 9013. And execute. And see guys, the card is the Visa card which is stored. Okay, this is the database table. And maybe the business partner, see, this is my organization, but here there are different kind of roles. Okay, FLCU01, there is an role. FLCU00, it's a finance customer. So I'm going to click on FICU00. So here, if it is a finance customer, I will always go to the company code. So maybe I will assign the company code details. The company code which I have created, maybe you can take one of the company code. 1710 is there. I am going to use 1710 if it is there. It is not there. Mm, Take some of the okay, actually I didn't configure in this system. Maybe I can implement our own company code as well. But today I'm going to take some of the example 001 something. India, I think actually I need India company code. Otherwise it will be the problem. So here Euro, if you see INR company code, yeah, this is my INR company code and enter. See the company code details. You can see reconciliation account F4 and take some of the reconciliation account. That means all the revenues and which are coming from this customer will be tracked under the GL account. The GL account is 12500 and save it. So this is the finance customer. Actually, the city has no entry. The mandatory is you need to put a city, Hyderabad. Okay, so the mandatory. Yes, see guys. So a finance customer has been created for the Hyderabad location. The the role data will be stored in the BUT uh, 050. This is the database table for the roles, different kind of roles which we have. So put in a partner. Okay, what is the partner? Relationship partner. So I think this is the partner 2 is in a partner or the role is not created. 21. Actually that role should be created. Okay, let's take an example of, and also I have an address table. What is the database table for the address? Business partner address, BUT 020. Go to the display, see the partner number and the partner is 9013 and execute and see this is the address details. So if I have the address number, where do I find the details guys? If I have the address number, I can find all the address detail where I can see. Guys, if I know the address number, where can I see all the address details? If I know the address number, where can I see all the address details? If I know the address number, where can I see all the address details? If I know the address number, where can I see all the address details? Uh,
020.
huh? ADRC. ADRC is the address table, guys. See, here you can see all the address details. See, I entered Hyderabad, postal code, everything is appearing in the ADRC table. So the address number will be business partner address details will be available in BUT 020. The address number with the address, I found the address number. I went to the ADRC table. I can see all the address details of that business partner. See, KPHB and India, it's an a BP, search term, telephone. You can see all these things I can see in this. But I would like to see email address of this business partner. Where can I see? Where can I see? ADR6. Guys, this is very, very important. Tables are very, very important. You can see the email address will be stored in the ADR6, but only the address details will be available in BUT 020. The address number, you have to pick up the address number. You need to go to ADRC and ADR6. Again, you get the address details as well as the email address of the business partner, guys. Maybe let me implement in a series by using these tables. Okay, so I'm going to suppose let's take I need a business partner report. Okay, how do you implement? So maybe you'd like to write all the code select statements. No, I don't write any select statements. So here I am going to build in a CDS, simple CDS. Okay, so I need to build in a CDS case. Let's take and go to the, so where do you implement the CDS? Where do you implement the CDS? Where do you implement the CDS? What is the transaction code to
Eclipse.
implement? You have to go to Eclipse and run, and I'm going to, okay. Okay guys, this is my S4 server. I'm going to log in into onto, okay. Okay, this is my S4 server, and go to our favorite package. My favorite package is GEDG. Okay, it's not there. I can add my favorite package, GEDG. Enter. Okay. So this is my GEDG. I'm going to create a new and select an other repository object, and you can see there is a core data services. See, core data services. Select and data definition and next. And here it's an GCDS underscore BP business partner CDS next, and select okay, hotels. Select the transport request and click on next. Don't click on finish. If you click on next, it will give the ask for the templates. Okay, so I will go with the basics with a simple join. I'm going to go with the joins. Finish. Cancel. Okay. See guys, this is my CDS. Okay, whenever you create in a CDS, it creates default annotations. Okay, for default annotations. So you must provide an SQL view name, and it should be in a 16 characters maximum length. Okay, ZSQL underscore it's an a BP, and see the end user text, some it is giving some error. That's not a problem. So define views GCDS as select from, what is the first database table guys for the business partner? First database table is BUT 000, and as BP business partner table, and left outer join, and maybe I can use the joins. Maybe I will use the inner join. Not, I don't use a left outer join. Maybe address, always we will be having address for the business partner. Okay, inner join. And what is the address table? BUT 020. Okay, as it's an ABP. What I can say, it's an BP address. BP address, right? So BP address and BP address on BUT 000. But what is the alias for the business partner? You have to use BP, right? On BP. Sorry, don't use this condition. You need to put BP. So in the BP, what is the field which is in a business partner? BP, we have a business partner, guys. Maybe you go to the database table to the relationship between them. BUT 000 display. Here the primary key is in a partner. So you have to take in a partner number, business partner. And what is your another one? BP address dot the BP address. What is the database table for the BP address? BUT 020 display. And here you can see there is a partner. There is a partner. This is the relationship between these two. This is a one database table one, table two, and this is an alias name. This is an alias name, and you need to put in a condition over here, guys, and Control S. And guys, now interview now. I need to take. Sorry. So okay, sorry guys. So I'm going to close the class today, and maybe if you have some time, you can implement your own CDS with these tables. Okay, be it 000, 20 and ADRC, ADR6, and bank data BK and credit card data CC. Okay, so guys, now onwards the server is required. If anybody require the servers, and I think Santosh has sent some request, you can contact with the Santosh and you can get the servers, guys. So but from today the server is mandatory. I'm going to explain everything on S4HANA itself, because so I